What's going on, everyone? In today's BookMine Academy video, Victor Gagos and I are going to show you how you can become sales tax exempt when you buy books on both Amazon and eBay. Before we get into that, what's going on, Victor?
Hey, Joji, this is a quick hack to save between 6 to 9%. And so, yeah, it's really important that all resellers get this done. So I'm happy we're doing this video.
The reason why it's so crucial is because essentially not paying sales tax could offset the cost of a prep center, right? Because depending on who you use, it might be $1.65, $1.75, $2.25 per book that actually gets opened, prepped, and sent to Amazon, right? So oftentimes if you're buying books with a high average purchase price, like let's say you're buying books for $20, I mean, that's, saving 8% on that purchase could easily pay for most of, if not all of, the actual price to prep the book. And remember that this is completely legal because we're not actually buying the book for our own personal property. We're not buying the book because we want it. We're actually still selling the book to an end customer. Somebody is going to pay sales tax on it, and that's going to be the actual true end customer. We are not the true end customer. We're just the middleman, the middlewoman, right?
Right. Well, I mean, we're following all the regulations. This is exactly how everyone else does it, right?
Yeah. So we're going to dive into getting sales tax exempt on Amazon and eBay. So let's do it. All right, Victor, we're going to go over the one that matters most first, and that's going to be Amazon. And the reason for that, Victor, is most of our book purchases are probably going to be in Amazon because BookMine is going to be primarily sourcing off of Amazon. Right. And additionally, one thing we didn't mention is, remember, you can get 5% back in rewards points if you use the Amazon Rewards Prime Visa Signature credit card as well, which is an awesome credit card. So combine those two things together, you're definitely, Victor, making back your prep fee, essentially.
Right. But it's a huge competitive advantage. I mean, if I'm buying books 5 to 10% cheaper than you are, I'm gonna get all the sales.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what you're gonna do is just go over to Google and you're gonna type in tax exemption wizard, just like this, into Google. And when you do that, the first thing that'll pop up is the Amazon Tax Exemption Program, which is called ATEP. Now, it'll give you an example of some things that you need. So you're going to need to know which state you want to be sales tax exempt in. So let's back it up a little bit. I live in California, Victor. If I was purchasing books and sending them to my house, which state would I want to be sales tax exempt in?
California.
I want to be sales tax exempt in California. If you live in Texas and you're not going to have a prep center and you want to buy books and send them to your house in Texas, then what state would you want to be sales tax exempt?
Same thing, Texas. You wherever you're at, and if you're prepping your own books, you want to get sales tax exempt in your state.
Right. Now, let's say you have Central Virginia Prep, or you have Little Owl as your prep center, or some other prep center. Yeah. Then you'd want to be sales tax exempt in the state in which your prep center is at. So, for example, for me, my prep center is in Virginia, so I want to get sales tax exempt also in Virginia, so that when I ship my books to Virginia, those books I don't have to pay sales tax on. So you're also going to need to know the entity type of your organization address, and we're going to have to fill out some forms. Now, there's a link right here that says go to the tax exemption wizard. You're going to go and click on that. We're going to do our best to walk you through this. We can't go through absolutely everything, but we'll do as much as we can. The first thing that you would do, Victor, is what?
So, all right, you're going to go through each state. You realize which one you want to be sales tax exempt in. Amazon allows you to be sales tax exempt in more than one state. So I can see here you are both sales tax exempt in California and in Virginia. On eBay, you can only do one, but on Amazon, you can do more than one. So you click both, because I imagine some of the books you actually send to your house to do your own prepping, and to Virginia probably for Central Virginia prep.
Yep. So all you would do is if you lived in Arizona, you would just select Arizona. If you were going to go with Central Virginia prep as well, you'd click Virginia. If you were going to go with Little Owl, then you would actually click Ohio. And you go and click Save and Continue. And now we'll go to the type. What type of exemption is your business organization qualified or registered for? None of any of this stuff. Yeah. I mean, let's just keep it super simple. You're just going to click resell. Yeah. That's all we're doing.
That's what we do. We just resell stuff, right?
We just resell stuff. That's all we do. Mm-hmm. Now, you will be adding or modifying the following certificates. So Amazon will actually tell you what certificates are needed. So they're going to say, hey, for California, you're going to need this multi-jurisdiction form, which we'll link conveniently for you down below in the description of this YouTube video. And that's going to be this actual multi-jurisdiction form here. And then you can click continue. But before we go into that, what exactly, Victor, is this uniform sales and use tax resale certificate multi-jurisdiction?
Sure. About 36 states have all gathered together and agreed that if you're sales tax exempt in one state, you're sales tax exempt in all 36 states. Right. So basically, in order to get that preference, basically fill out this form here, which is actually pretty simple. your name, your address that you sell, you're selling used books, and then what states you want to be sales tax exempt in, and then submit this form to Amazon.
Yeah, really simple. So you'd put your name here, your address, put your name there, the address as well. Obviously, you're going to be engaged as a seller.
Yep.
Right. You'll click that. Description of the business. You can just say, I would just say something like online book resale or something like that.
Yep.
General description of tangible property to be purchased. Used books. Right? I mean, that's what we're buying is used books. So now, state registration, seller's permit, or ID number, purchaser. So in my case, I'm in California. So what I would do is put my resale number in here. I'd copy and paste it in California.
Correct.
And the same one from California and Virginia as well.
That's right.
Yep. So I'd go and put it for Virginia.
Yeah.
Then what we would do is come down below, title and date it. Now you do need to sign it. So you actually would need to print this out, sign it with a pen, and then use your phone to take a picture of it. I would recommend like downloading an app called Cam Scanner. You can you can take a picture and convert it to a PDF, and essentially you can just upload that document in the necessary spot when you keep going on. Now I'm going to have all of this information blurred out here so that you guys can't see where I live and, come and steal all my books. I'm going to blur out all this information so you don't see where I live and all my information. But organizational name, you want to put your Amazon seller account name there. Description. Actually, this is one thing that won't be blurred out, which is going to be used book resale. Put your business address in, where you're residing, your name so that you can sign it, your title as owner, continue. Now we're going to get to the next step, provide additional information. So here I'm engaged as a registered, in this case, seller in California. It might say seller in Texas if you live in Texas, or seller in Florida if you live in Florida, right? You're
based on what you clicked on their first screen.
Right. Enter in in this case, I'm in California, your California state resale number. So that's what I did. Had to apply for a resale certificate. They give me a number. I go and paste that in there. What type of property you wish to claim an exemption for? Tangible personal property for resale. Like the first one. Do I have a Virginia registration number? No, I don't. I live in California. I'm going to use an out-of-state number. In this case, that out-of-state number is going to be my resale certificate number for California, right? And I'm going to go ahead and enter that identification here. So California resale number, boom. There's the number. Are you doing business under any other name? No. Save and continue. Okay, so all this information, again, is going to be blurred out so you can't see any of this stuff here. But essentially, it's going to just show you all the information, for the forms that you need to fill out. You're going to review it. You're going to sign it. Bada bing, bada boom. As Steve Rakin says,
the money's coming soon.
The profit is coming soon. That's really as simple as it is, right? So you have to fill out some forms. You may need to get a resale number in your state, but those are things that you can figure out how to do in Google. But again, it is completely worth it. Now, that's on Amazon. What about eBay here, Victor?
So on eBay, it's kind of a trickier situation, but you can get it done. Basically, when you go to eBay, just type in the similar thing, sales tax.
eBay sales tax.
I think it's just like that, right? Yeah.
Paying tax on eBay purchases. Yep. Okay. So we can scroll down, claiming sales tax exemption for eBay purchases. In this case, let's say Virginia, right? If that's my prep center, Virginia, I'm going to be doing this for resale. It's going to tell me what forms I need. So what you could do is just go ahead and take this, copy it, and paste it into Google. There's form ST10 for Virginia. There you go. Fill out all your information there.
Fill out that form and that other form. Right.
Yeah. And this other form, certificate of registration. Upload those documents here. And I think eBay gets back to you within a couple of days. And if they need something from you, they'll reach out to you and ask. And that's the cool thing about this, Victor, is that generally both, I think Amazon and eBay are pretty good about saying, okay, you don't have everything you need this. They'll communicate with you. So don't give up if you don't get it right away. But what I will say is doing this in the beginning is important because you'll save a lot of money, especially if you're spending multiple thousands of dollars. If you spend $100,000 a year, which I know for a lot of people is whoa, you could spend $100,000. You could definitely spend $100,000 a year as you start scaling. So maybe not this year, but maybe a couple years down the road. If you spend $100,000 a year, I'm in California, I'd be paying 8% sales tax. I'd be paying $8,000 extra.
$8,000 just for doing this extra step. You would have saved yourself $8,000.
Right. So a pretty incredible tip there. Hopefully you really enjoyed this BookMine Academy video. Anything we need to say besides that, Victor, before we hit on?
It's a fairly simple process. You guys should go ahead and do it. For Amazon, it didn't take me long at all, less than a day, and got that secured. On eBay, it did take me a few days. I did mess up once. They had to email me back, like you were saying, Joji.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I submitted the right form and then got sales tax exempt on eBay. So yeah, just go and do it. Take action.
Go take action. That's all we want you ever to do. Take action, buy books, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.